Struggling with debt? Bills, loans, credit cards? Need a way out? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. Free, impartial advice on all your debt matters.
UMAR, AHMED, IFL2, MTK, Global. Well, you two guys have been very busy. BT Sports shows, obviously Lyndon Arthur, and now back against Anthony Yarde. Yeah, it's good for Dec, obviously, Carl.
Yeah, fantastic. I mean, how many people can say that they've headlined a BT Sports show twice in 6 weeks? I mean, what a fantastic achievement. I mean, and we're fully prepared this time. We're prepared a lot better for this fight than the previous one. I mean, like Dec said before, he had to get a lot of weight off in 4.5 weeks, and we were just training to make the weight. I mean, after the Lyndon Arthur fight, he had 10 days out of the gym. We got the call for this fight, and straight back in. It's just all fell into place a lot quicker this time. His weight come off quick, and we've been able to train better for a fight and not just for weight. And he's in good spirits, and it's a little bit heavier. The match is made at 12 stone 12, so that suits us. Obviously, it's going to suit Yarde as well, but because he's a big guy, but it suits Dec as well, and we're quietly confident.
You've had a massive camp essentially, because he did the Lyndon Arthur camp and then straight back into camp, I'm guessing, for Anthony Yarde. So it's 12 weeks of just intense training?
Well, no, because we only got 4.5 weeks for the Arthur. So
just had a month for Yarde.
4.5 weeks, yeah. And obviously I was in the gym about 2 weeks before, just tinkering about. But yeah, so it really, yeah, I haven't gone back to back, but they've been short camps, you know what I mean. So I've still got plenty in the tank. I've had my flat days, you know what I mean. I'm not going to lie, I've had my flat days, but then I've had my really good days, and it's all about how I feel now, and I feel great. You know what I mean. I'm cool, calm, collected. I'm ready to do a number on Saturday.
Why is he a better style for you than Lyndon Arthur?
Well, I don't have to go looking for him for one, definitely. He's not taller than me. He's not got octopus arms. You know what I mean? It's one of them, and it's totally different to anything I've boxed of recent times, really. So he's not 6'6" like a Shaq. You know what I mean? I'm not going to have to chop the ring, chase him down. This is going to be a good fight for me.
What do you see as Anthony's biggest qualities?
He's got a good defence. He rolls his shoulder well. He's got a good defence, but we've seen a lot of flaws as well. He does get it with the right hand, and he's a little bit top heavy as well. He can fight. Don't get me wrong. I mean, listen, he went over to Russia and put up a fantastic show, and full massive respect for him. But listen, people don't realise how hard Dec can hit. I mean, you only have to look through some of his knockouts and his highlight reels, and Dec can really punch. And the reason it hasn't been shown, especially in his last couple of fights, I mean, listen, he had Shakan out on his feet and Shakan recovered, but his last fight, he was just fighting through water, really. It was just a battle all the way, making weight, and he looked like he couldn't punch his way through a paper bag in that fight. But let me tell you, when he's rehydrated properly and ready to go, and that, you're going to see a very dangerous Dec Spelman in this fight.
Do you agree with that, Dec? Anthony's got good defence. We know he can bang as well. But I think one of the flaws Carl says was that he hits a lot, especially with the right hand, Dec.
Yeah, obviously you've got to be good enough to hit him with the right hand. You know what I mean? It's all right saying it's another thing putting it into place, but we've worked on it. We've worked on certain stuff, different other stuff as well, not just the right hand. Seen little chinks, little stuff we're going to be working on, and yeah, it's about what I'm going to do in this fight. You know what I mean? Forget Yarde. You know what I mean? I'm here. This is my main event as well. So it's how we're going to do things on the night.
Do you think a lot of people are going to be doubting you more because of the fact that you just boxed a few weeks ago and lost to Lyndon Arthur? They're just seeing this as a rollover for Anthony Yarde. Does that motivate you more?
No, look, everyone's entitled to their opinion. I said that, every time I've been asked that question, I've said exactly the same. But yeah, that's the fact. So I can't argue with the facts. I've been beat by Lyndon, but I know that was a shell of myself in that fight. You know what I mean? This is different. This is different gravy. I'm telling you. It's Saturday night. You're going to see a different me.
How did this happen then? So you fought Lyndon. So you just got a phone call from the Warren saying, right, you fancy the Anthony Yarde fight? How did it happen?
Yeah, like I said, I wasn't too far at the gym. There was whispers of another fight in October. So I wanted to just basically carry on from where we left off. And yeah, luckily I did, because then we got the phone call, would I be interested? I said, yeah, I'd be interested. And then obviously they banned the 3.5 weeks on us. I was like, right, got weighed. I said, yeah, I'm interested, definitely. And then obviously we negotiating purses, and I was very interested, you know what I mean? So, and now we're here now.
Reaction straight away was just yes, I suppose, Carl.
Yeah, we'll obviously have to do a bit of negotiating with the money. I mean, listen, don't get me wrong, it's a tough fight, and obviously with Dec only boxing an hard 12 rounder a few weeks before, we had to have a good think. But he come back to the gym, and obviously he'd had 10 days out of the gym, and he was just like a different fight. He was so refreshed and recharged. It was like, you know what I mean? It was great. That little rest did him good, and obviously doing 12 hard rounds, he's not going to lose much fitness. I mean, it soon come back near enough straight away. His weight was good, and like I said, a bit of negotiating, and we got what we wanted. And it's Dec's best purse by a good stretch, and we're really happy. And listen, but saying that, talking about money, we're not here just for the money. We're here to put up a great fight and give it everything we've got. And one thing with Dec is he will do that. He'll fight until he can't fight no more. He's that sort of kid. He's a warrior, and he's going to go out there and give it everything he's got. And hopefully that'll be enough on the night.
Dec, just quickly pick up on a comment from the presser. You said he's surrounded by yes men, Anthony. Do you feel like that's something where you're completely different with Carl? It does seem a very contrasting setup between Anthony's camp and your camp. Is there anything wrong with surrounded by yes men in your opinion?
I've just said there in that press conference, that's the way he goes about his work. That's not like me, do you know what I mean? I like to be fair, that is my team, do you know what I mean?
Just
that is my team, you know. It's that's how it is, and I like it like that. If I'm doing something wrong, they tell me. You know what I mean? That's how it is. I like that setup. I've got proper people around me. If I'm shit, my mates will tell me I'm shit. My family will tell me I'm shit. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. I don't believe he's got that in his camp. Obviously, Tundi's saying different. Well, fair play. If it is, and he's got people around him, then nice one. But we haven't seen that side. You know what I mean? So that's what all I'm seeing from the outside in. That's just what I said. He asked my opinion on it, and that's what I said.
Do you believe you have to stop him on Saturday night?
Probably. Yeah, I'd say that. I think I'll be quite lucky to win on points. Just, I'm in the away corner. Do you know what I mean? It is what it is. But I'm capable of stopping him. We've seen enough, and I know myself. I'm confident in stopping him for Yarde.
Okay, well, listen, best of luck on Saturday night. I'm sure I'll see you soon before. Same to you, Carl. All right.
Thank you.
Struggling with debt, bills, loans, credit cards. Need a way out? Knock your debt out with Dec KO. Free, impartial advice on all your debt matters.